We use language all day, every day. But have you ever really stopped to think about what's going on under the hood? It turns out, even the simplest little sentence is this incredible feat of mental engineering. So today, we're going to peel back the layers and see the hidden machinery behind our own words.
So let's start with a question that sounds almost, well, childishly simple. What actually happens when you say something, anything at all? I mean, it feels totally effortless, right? But as we're about to see, the reality is this whirlwind of complex, simultaneous operations. All right, here's our guinea pig for today. Seems totally normal, doesn't it? It's something you could hear in any backyard. But hidden inside this one simple sentence is an entire universe of structure. And we are going to pull it apart layer by layer. Because you see, producing and understanding a sentence isn't just a single action. It's more like a symphony. It requires a whole orchestra of different mental components, all firing at once in perfect coordination.
So here's our roadmap. We're going to look at that one sentence through 7 different lenses, from the raw physical sound it makes in the air, all the way up to the job it's trying to do in the real world. Let's dive in.
Let's start at the most tangible level, the physical substance of the sentence itself. How does it even exist in the world, as either sound or as text on a page? Every single time we communicate, we give language a physical body. If we write it down, we're making choices about its shape. That's graphology. If we speak it, we're literally turning it into sound waves, and that's the world of phonology.
And check this out. Notice how these two levels are already connected. A simple piece of punctuation, a choice we make in graphology, gives us a massive clue about the phonology. That exclamation mark tells you this isn't some calm, casual statement. It's meant to be spoken with energy, with urgency.
And those sounds, they have to be incredibly precise. Just think about the word knocking. Change that initial N sound just a tiny bit, and you get rocking or mocking. One little tweak to a sound wave creates a completely different reality. That's the power of phonology right there.
Okay, so we've got the physical form down. Now let's go one layer deeper and look at the internal architecture, the actual bricks and the blueprints that hold this whole sentence together. First up, let's talk about the bricks. This is morphology, which is the study of how words themselves are built. See, they aren't single, solid units. They're actually constructed from smaller, meaningful parts called morphemes. You can think of them like linguistic Legos, each with its own specific job. Let's take the word pot plants. It isn't one unit, it's 3. You've got the root morpheme, pot, and another root, plant. Then you snap on a third piece, the S, which has one very specific job, to tell you there's more than one. 3 meaningful pieces, all click together to make one word. So, if morphology gives us the bricks, then syntax gives us the blueprint. Syntax is basically the set of grammatical rules that tells us how to arrange those words into a structure that actually makes sense. You can't just throw words on the page randomly. There's an order to it. And here is the blueprint for our sentence. It follows a classic English structure. We have the subject, that puppy. That's who's doing the action. We have the predicator, is knocking over. That's the action itself. And we have the complement, those pot plants, the thing being acted upon. This simple pattern is the fundamental grammar that makes the whole sentence work. Okay, we've got the physical form and the grammatical structure, but what does it all mean? We're now moving up to the highest levels of analysis, where we're not just exploring what the sentence is, but what it does. First up is semantics. Now, this is the literal dictionary meaning of the sentence. Semantics only cares about the basic truth of the statement. Is there, in fact, a young dog currently knocking over some plants? Yes or no? It's that simple. Semantics also includes these fascinating little pointer words. Words like that and those are what we call dictic words. They literally function like pointing a finger, orienting us in physical space. By choosing that and those instead of this and these, the speaker is semantically telling us there's some distance away from the action. Pretty cool, huh? And this brings us to the final and maybe the most important level, pragmatics. Because the literal semantic meaning is just a statement of fact. But the pragmatic meaning, what the sentence is actually doing in the real world, well, that's something else entirely. It's not an observation. It's basically a command. It's a plea. Do something. This right here is the crucial insight. We don't just use language to say things. We use it to do things. In this context, the sentence isn't just information. It's a tool. Its job is to get the listener to intervene and fast.
So let's bring it all back together now. We've journeyed all the way from sounds and shapes on a page, through the bricks and blueprints of grammar, all the way up to meaning and real-world action. And the most incredible part of all of this is that these levels don't happen one by one in a neat little line. When you speak or hear that sentence, your brain is processing the phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics all at the exact same instant. It's a beautiful, interconnected, and simultaneous symphony.
7. That's 7 distinct, interwoven layers of analysis all hiding inside one ordinary sentence about a puppy. It's just a powerful reminder of the incredible complexity that is humming just beneath the surface of every single thing we say.
So the next time you speak, or you hear someone else talking, just take a second. What sounds are you hearing? What structure are you using? And most importantly, what job is that sentence actually trying to do in the world? What symphony of meaning are you creating?